Hello, San Francisco, and everywhere else. I don't know why I started with San Francisco. We don't need to ask questions today. Well, happy Monday, everybody, or happy whatever day it is when you get to tuning in to this lovely episode of the Everything and Nothing podcast starring your boys. My name's Mike. Then we got Brandon, we got Kyle, we got Jalen. What more could you ask for when you get the four of us onto a podcast at the same time? But sadly, I'm here alone. Um, so we didn't record this week once again. This time because Jalen was going on a cruise and Brandon had to get ready to move and he's got his wedding coming up. So he was feeling a little overwhelmed. So he couldn't make it happen. He couldn't be here. So we just did not meet quorum to do the podcast this week. So we decided once again to give you another Everything and Nothing classic. This one's one of my favorite episodes we've ever done. It's called Student Loans versus Black History Month. And this episode was special to me just because it really showed off our chemistry in a lot of ways. I don't think we planned that episode at all. I think that episode just came to be around this time. This was where Joe Biden was planning to do something about student loans, but up to this point, we still didn't know what. It was like later in the week that he would announce it. Actually, I think the next day, we talked about what we would do if we woke up with $1 billion. We wondered if money would change us as people. It was a really good episode. Once again, it was all off the cuff. It just showed the magic of the boys. So, without further ado, after thanking you for tuning into the podcast, and if you love what we do, you can find us on our social media at _ everything and nothing pod _ on Instagram. Same thing on Facebook without the underscores. Twitter at E&N Show. That is EANDN Show. And our booming, bustling, overwhelmingly almost full email, everythingnothing_show at gmail.com. So now, without further ado, please enjoy one of my personal favorite episodes, Student Loans versus Black History Month. Let's get into it. Welcome to your favorite, my favorite, Brandon's favorite, Kyle's favorite, Jalen's favorite, everybody's favorite podcast, nobody's least favorite podcast. This is the Everything and Nothing podcast. I am exhausted and I am your boy. It is me here to give you what you want and what you need and what you crave and what you dream about, what you pray for on a weekly basis. We're here. It's Mike. I am really tired. Expect a lot of rambling from me today. I'm here, man. I am here with three of my dear friends and co-hosts. If you take a look in the top right-hand corner of the picture that you see, when you listen to this podcast, you see the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of nothing. You got Brandon.
Wow, I was getting hyped for it, and you just did that to me. That was very cool, and because you did that, I got a question for you.
I may have an answer.
Oh, okay. Well, how about instead of rambling, you just shut the fuck up and you just let us talk?
I don't have an answer for that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the episode titled Brandon's Last Episode.
I didn't realize we were doing a Tool episode so soon. I didn't have any time to
draft any Tool.
I didn't have any time to really tie up all my affairs, but here we are. It's been a ride.
The pulley better be your number one.
I'll be bowing out in the later half of this podcast, I see. It's all good.
So continuing to take a look at this picture. Now you're in the bottom left-hand corner because you look at things so sequentially. Shout out to you for doing that. You see my homie Jalen.
Oh, off the old game today.
I'm not off my game. I'm just tired. You hear me pretending I got energy. I definitely don't have. If you take a look in the bottom right-hand corner of the picture that you see when you listen to this podcast, you will see the people's champion. You'll see Kyle.
Hey everyone, I just want to let the listeners at home know that the Tool tournament / Simple Machines tournament will not be happening tonight.
Ever.
I understand there was some comments on the list. There was some conversation earlier. You may have gotten confused. It sounded like it was Brandon's last episode.
Oh no,
it still might be. The other thing I wanted to say though, real quick, was just a reminder for folks to take a moment for yourself every now and then. It's good.
Kyle, I was looking on TikTok and I saw one of yours recently. And then, like, what did it say? It was something like, how do you know when to stop or something like that.
That was not it.
No.
I did not.
There were like two of them. It was like, how do you know when to turn back or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the first one.
How do you know when it's over?
Yeah, how do you know when it's over? That's what it was. And I was like, when I say it. I was like, I like these questions though. Those were dope. I like the turtle.
Knowing what's over.
It just depends on you kind of got to fill in the blank a little bit.
I thought you were talking about Kyle's sentences.
That's
why I was like, you don't.
Yo, that was a good one.
That's the trick there. You never know.
Like I was like, we always have these like these pauses. I mean, like it's you done.
You know when it's over when you wait 8 to 12 seconds and Kyle has not followed. Ay, boy, do we have a special episode for you? And by special, I mean not really all that special. We're here to talk to you about a few things. Brandon, you wanted to open up on the first topic. So
yeah, well, first, we talked about what we were going to say first, and you just like completely ignored it.
We did?
The game. Yes, we have 1,000 downloads.
Oh shit! I forgot. Yeah, we got 1,000 downloads. Remember how I told you to talk to us different? Talk to us more different than that now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even differenter out here.
Editor, can you insert a cheer noise right here and put this all in there right here? Yeah, there we go.
Clap it up. This for us.
Yes.
This for us. I want to thank the Academy.
All right, cool. So that's that. On to the next.
Congratulations 10,000. To us. Yeah, on the 10,000, on the 20,000. I know you're wondering, how are these downloads so low when they got millions of listeners? Nobody asked you to do math. Well, just know we got millions of listeners out here. Shout out to our millions and millions and millions of fans who adore us.
Even Corey Kenshin started at one subscriber at one point.
That's facts. And
yes,
now I don't know who that is, but I believe Brandon when he says
he's a really good YouTuber.
And you know why I believe Brandon? I'm doing like the Italian hands over here. I don't know why I'm doing it.
I don't either. I'm not Italian.
Nobody here is Italian as far as I know, but I believe Brandon because he is one of the 4 that attracted the millions.
Yeah, that's true.
Therefore,
that's
everything he says,
fact.
everything he says must be true. Almost everything he says must be true. The millions. Okay, so other than that, Brandon, like I said, you wanted to get us going on the first topic of the day.
Righty. So damn, I was gonna say tomorrow's a big day, but by the time you hear this, it will have already happened.
Last week was a big day.
Last week, Wednesday, huge. Well, I'm hoping that the future Brandon, in the time period in which you listen to this, because we all know you're gonna be listening to it the day it comes out.
Everybody does.
So last week, on this exact day, I'm hoping that Brandon at that current time that you're listening to it is happy, is proud, because Biden will have announced something about student loans.
The bar is on the floor.
Something about student loans. Will he give us $10,000 off? Will he give us $50,000? Will he give us full off? Or will he give us nothing and just extend it again?
Yeah.
Who knows?
200% interest rates.
I decided to raise the interest rates by 100%. You can thank me later. Like,
I'll see y'all in the polling places.
I'm thinking, okay, this is what I'm hoping for. What I'm hoping for is
I second
okay,
that.
no. I'll tell you what I'm hoping for.
And what you expect.
What I would expect, yeah. I'm hoping for completely forgive student loans. I know that's not happening.
Man can dream.
But that's what I
Not
hope.
happening.
But that's what I hope. I'm expecting $10,000 off because that means stingy.
Yeah, you're not doing something
I'm accepting
right. You got
$10,000 off
$700.
and maybe an extension. I really can't afford another bill, right now. I'm gonna be real with you. So I'm really hoping it's an
Yeah,
extension.
I have
I'm
no
hoping it's
plans.
extension. Like, fuck, man. I cannot afford another monthly bill. I'm getting my ass toe up in this world. It's like so I really do not want another bill that's like $200, $300.
Man, if
I'm
it's 200,
sorry.
300, that sounds like a blessing. Some people out here got like $700 a month payments.
That's because y'all ain't consolidating your loans. And like, yeah, like
That sounds so nuts.
Hey.
If I'm talking about my hope and my expectation, I guess I have a similar hope, a very unrealistic similar hope, in that it's just all wiped away. Even though I just know that's not happening. There's far too much money left on the table to just sweep it all off like that. What I expect is that 10,000 and a deadline extension. Or not a deadline extension, but like an extension to restart payments.
It'd be so shitty if he doesn't extend it because we like nearly at the end of the month and we just been waiting. Like we just been waiting with no answers
I've been
whatsoever.
going this whole like after like the 15th, I just been looking like, so Joey buddy, well, what you doing? What you waiting for?
Doing,
did you forget? It's like, can you say something?
He said, I'll give you a week to get all your shit together.
Right. My man was really out here like, yo, maybe if I don't make an announcement, they'll start preparing for the inevitable disappointment that's coming. It's like, yo, good news, 10,000 off. Everybody like, yeah. Bad news, pay today at midnight. Like,
Well, at least have till September 1st, but it still ain't gonna be nice.
The education department over here waiting for midnight, like we waiting for like a new album to drop. Like
they doing that Birdman thing, it was coming up to the window. They like, hell yeah, it's time to get paid. What about you guys? Are you hoping for more? Are you expecting better?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I obviously would hope to get rid of all of it, but like you said,
I wouldn't say
0% chance that happens.
Let's say 0.1.
Definitely less than 1. Definitely less than 1.
Less than 1.
Shit.
So there's
Doctor Strange comes out.
I'll give you that.
Let's hope Doctor Strange come out, put up the 1. It's just 1 chance.
I don't. What I expect is them just to keep on deferring.
Really?
My thing about like constant deferring though, what is the point of deferring it for like years and then saying y'all still need this money?
Yeah, I don't understand that part. And I'm also a little caught up on Jan, what was that last part that you just said?
I don't think.
Yeah, I'm sort of like, I would love to see. I think that if Biden did the defer payments and the 10K, that at that point then there is precedent for that type of action, and maybe a future president or a future Congress could say, let's do that. But if he just defers it again, then there's like still no real, there's no real answer. There's no like major action on reducing student loans. It's just
Obama
kinda,
would have reduced it.
kicking
I'm
the
just
can.
saying.
What? Okay, yeah, you're just saying.
I think that I don't know if it'd be a good. I mean, it can go either way. It
I mean,
could
it's
be a good
definitely. I mean,
idea
it's a carrot
to
on a
do
stick.
before
It's definitely
midterms,
before midterm. It's
Yeah.
like,
but it can also be a bad idea.
hey, young people, vote for me.
Low
Or
key.
vote for vote blue, no matter who.
Low key,
then
the
all
way he was
all the
talking about
centrists are
student
like,
loan forgiveness, like up to the point where he was running for president.
For real, he was talking about he was about to cancel like all of it or like
if
50,000.
my man just like forgives 10,000 each, I'm like, I feel lied to. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, yes, like, did you do what you said? To some extent, yes, but this is not what the people rallied for. I didn't rally for $10,000 is great, and people might say like, "Oh, that's ungrateful." He didn't have to forgive any. He also didn't have to fill me with the hope that he would. So there we go. There.
I agree. But you know what we need to do as people? We need to stand up and be like, "Hey, forget the Democrats and the Republicans. Let's just make our own party. Get someone, raise them up."
I think that's what the
something like that.
independent party was. Or
Yeah, but no one
is.
cares about them.
So the independent party part 2 is about to be more successful.
I didn't say this thing is going successfully.
I feel like independent isn't a party.
I thought they called them like the independent party.
I mean, maybe there's an independent party, but you could also just be an independent, meaning I'm here representing myself.
Yo, that low key would be kind of badass. Like, I'm running for president. Ain't no team behind me. Ain't no party. That sounds like Kanye, actually. Never mind.
We don't want that.
You don't want a Kanye.
Basically.
We do not want Kanye. No.
Kanye would have forgiven student loans. I don't think he would have.
No.
I actually don't think he would have. I don't think he would have cared. I'm not even gonna hold you.
He don't care about black people. Like, that's a whole other thing. Yep.
I don't really care about anybody.
So Kanye don't care for nobody.
Nope.
Wow, that's really how
just
you
his
feel
kids,
about
probably.
Easy. All right, bro.
Yeah.
He over here making clothes for the community.
All he doing is, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. His clothing line looks like what homeless people wear. like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't get it.
I'm not gonna hold you. His shoes though, like I remember my brother had like some Yeezys like last time I went home. And I was like, let me just try these on, see what they looking like. I have never worn a more comfortable shoe, probably ever. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, those shoes were crazy. I'm still not about to go out and like buy them because they're like crazy expensive. But if I can find like some Yeezys at Goodwill one day, boy. Yeah.
Well, that's all these flip flops. I'm sorry, they look so bad. They look so bad. I'm like, wow.
Did y'all hear he's trying to make
out here paying all this money?
Did y'all hear he's trying to make a car made out of foam?
Oh, crazy.
For what?
Huh?
For what, to do what with?
To drive.
This
It doesn't surprise me.
Yes,
like styrofoam.
No, I don't picture like styrofoam. I picture like literally the same foam that he uses for his shoes and stuff.
I thought, I'm gonna be honest, and I was thinking of like soap. I'm like, that nigga is crazy as hell. Oh man. Like, so yeah, student loans. Let's hope that goes well tomorrow. Like,
I didn't know that this was a tomorrow decision.
Oh wait, you're right. It's a last week decision.
Oh yeah, facts. Based on the listener.
My question is like, what? I guess, like Kyle said, it does set the precedent. I would also be kind of upset if I'm like that he forgives it and then I start college next year. I'll be
Damn,
like,
yeah, that would be
that.
that would suck to be the class of 2023 and be like, damn, well, shout out to y'all for getting y'all's forgiven. Now tuition is like 15% higher.
Oh my goodness.
More
It's
like,
that's where they gonna get it from. If they let it go for us, be like everybody from here forward though,
that's
y'all
exactly
gonna feel the
it,
wrath. Y'all gonna blame this generation for wanting their loans forgiven because we ain't forgiving y'all.
Bro, what is with people and this crab mentality they got going on? It's like, I had to pay for college, so why can't you? You shouldn't get it forgiven because I didn't get it forgiven.
College
It's
for
like,
you was $20 a semester. Shut up.
I know. I paid so much more for just one semester. I paid more in one semester than you did for your whole damn degree.
Which is crazy.
Like, you over here saying,
so
I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it.
The whole concept of how much school costs blows my mind because it's like, yo, we need y'all to make up this job market that will stabilize our economy for years to come. But in order for you to do that, you got to pay like at least $100,000. Now that you've paid that $100,000, now you got to spend your whole life paying it back, doing the thing that we need you to do. It's a scam, bro. It's all a fucking scam.
I feel like that's the conversation that this country needs to have, because ain't no way that a college degree
pay us back for us training you to be what we need you to be. And it's like, huh?
It ain't even worth that much because you get this degree and then you go to a place to work. Like, okay, look, fuck all that you learned. We don't teach you how to actually do stuff. It's like,
yeah, honestly.
I'm like, cool. I'm glad I understand how to do my job now. Good thing I got this piece of paper.
I think of a few $1,000s I put into a physiology class alone. And now all I ever use that for is when I get drunk, is to explain like why you pee so much after drinking alcohol. I'm like, I paid thousands of dollars to be able to tell you this one simple fact. Fuck college. Fuck all of college.
Shit.
I mean, I would say universal college, please.
I don't know what that is, Kyle.
That would be taxpayer funded.
Yeah.
Higher education.
And think of how many taxpayers will be like, I don't want my money to go to for other people to go to college. And it's like, what?
That's because people are inherently selfish.
Yeah. That is very, very true. If there's any one,
I feel like that's the root of all of our problems here in this country, doesn't it?
No one cares about anyone but themselves.
Yeah, bro.
And even the donors that give millions of dollars to university be like, wait, don't spend it on the kids. Just
it's like, bro, make a building in my name. That's why I gave you that money.
Fuck, like that tax break's about to go crazy. Like,
right.
That's right too.
Every year MSU hit me up for they like annual giving thing, and it's like, yo, this is what the College of Social Science has going on. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. And they're like, yeah, you want to donate? And I'm like, what is my money going to? He's like, well, we trying to get this new statue made. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about a statue.
A statue.
I'm like, is it a statue of me? And they're like, well, no. And they're like, then why would I give you a dime? Even if it was, why would I give you a dime to put a statue up of even me? I don't get. What you going to get? Another Spartan? We're good. We're good, bro.
Then they come back to you and say, "Hey, do you want to donate to like your school since you went through so much trouble and now you're here?" I was like, "How about you donate back some of these debt?"
We know you about like $80,000 in a hole, but like, can you spare us one small payment of $7,000? Bro, what?
You think I just got $7,000 on deck like that? If I had $7,000, you think you wouldn't have it?
Bro, next time
bloodsuckers.
Next time somebody from like the MSU like annual giving thing hits me up, I'm gonna be like, yo, you still in school? They're gonna be like, yeah. I'm like, let me show you exactly how fucked the world is once you get that diploma. Because you think I got money to give you, but I don't. I haven't.
How about I give you some advice? You can't.
I will pay you in knowledge. Go to trade school today. Like drop out. Do something that matters if money is what's important to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's your
man.
degree in? Interpretive dance. Oh, you better give up. you better
Yeah,
give up.
get out of there.
If you majoring in not sociology, but if you're majoring in philosophy, this is my personal advice to you right now that you are blowing it. You are blowing an opportunity.
You about to dance your way back to the unemployment line.
Chase your dreams, everyone. Chase your dreams.
I mean, chase your
Only
dreams,
if you
but
can
if it's costing you 5 figures at least to chase your dreams, and your dream is to figure out the answer to the question why, change it. You need new dreams. That's a nightmare. That's a real nightmare.
Find you something that can, afford your dreams first, then work on your dreams. Like,
I don't know if I agree with that.
That's real.
All right, so Kyle,
you can't.
If my passion is philosophy, just for the sake of asking unanswerable questions, your advice to me, I'm like, I want to go to college to just learn more about asking questions. You gonna be like, yeah, do that. That's what you want. Yeah. I mean, I guess if that's what you want, but there's no part of you that's like, hey, yo, did you consider how much money you're paying to learn to ask better questions?
I mean, yeah, that is definitely a conversation that could be had. But it's also, I think, if we're going to use the example of like philosophy, like it's not like jobs don't exist for those. It's not like we don't need people who think.
Give me a list of 5 philosophy jobs right now that are non-education.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you remove education and academia,
so that takes all like 5 right there. That's not fair.
Community college philosophy teacher, university philosophy teacher, Christian college university.
Even that, you can't even like go into those fields with just the bachelor's degree. You gotta keep
bro. I got a master's in philosophy. We're like, why? And they like, exactly.
Why do I have to pay all this money? I'm like, this is ridiculous. No, I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm all about chasing your dreams. I really am. But you got to be able to afford regular life too. I'm sorry. Like,
unfortunately, in the world we live in, no matter how much we disagree,
we live in.
You still, or in the country, you still got to play the game of capitalism.
I mean, yeah, there is the surviving under capitalism bit, but I don't know if like, I think that we're sort of told that we need to pit our survival under capitalism against like chasing our dreams. And I think it's like, I think there's a balance to be struck.
I can agree with that.
Sure, a balance. I agree. Like I said, you work, you find something that can allow you to go for your dreams. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you can just do it. And I mean, it could work out. It's possible. Yeah. It could work out. But if it doesn't, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, this is like a bunch of aspiring rappers. It's like, yeah, I don't have a job. This rap is my job. And it's like, you've been doing this for like 16 years. And it's like, bro, I don't know you. It's like,
sorry,
you still waiting for your big break out here. But it's like, bro, you still dropping songs on SoundCloud. I don't know if people use SoundCloud anymore.
And
what if people created to create rather than to produce?
I mean, if you're creating just to create, that's great. Like when I make music, it's for that. I don't make music with any hopes of really establishing a career, making money off of it or anything. That's purely for the passion. But if it's like, yeah, nah, I'm getting out the hood with this one, and you've been saying that for 12 years, I don't know if that's your calling.
I just don't think you should spend $40,000 on said dream. I think that you can have balance. But for the philosophy example, you can go to college and still study philosophy on your own if that's really what you want to do without taking classes at college for it.
Yeah.
And spending all that money.
I learned a lot about criminal psychology having never taken a criminal psychology class. just because I bought books about it and learned
I
on
thought
my
you were about
own.
to say you watched Making a Murderer.
Yes,
Or
yes,
something.
I watched How to Get Away with Murder
The-
5
And he's like,
times, bro. I get it. I understand it all now.
And that's what my degree is for, and it hasn't really helped me that much. So
Wait,
Tragic.
really? Criminal
Yeah.
psychology?
if you get, well, not criminal psychology, but
Oh wow.
criminal justice sociology.
Oh, I watched a lot of Law and Order. We should
Has-
have like a criminal justice conversation one day.
I don't know.
So
Just
how much
saying.
your degree costs? Oh, it comes on daytime television, so really just cable.
Yeah.
Really just what I pay for my cable bill. Oh no, baby. Oh.
Bro, I low key
That's-
want to apply for some kind of professional chef job and be like watched over 100+ hours of Master Chef.
Like you go to the interview, he lays out his knife set. Show me.
I'll be like, I got you. I'll be like, so this is the pointy one, and you like,
This
They're
the point.
knives.
yeah, it's like, this the one Gordon Ramsay was using. I remember this one.
That's
Like,
episode
this
49.
episode
Remember that?
The finale knife. Oh my god!
You got quite the spread, sir.
It was like, this one's the butter knife. I was like, that's the bread knife, and it's like, yeah, to put the butter on.
Bread
Yeah, you put the butter on the bread with this knife. Like,
Oh, you know, I feel like at some point we should have a more conversation because Kyle, I find it very interesting about how you feel about chasing your dreams and all that. And maybe it's because I've become a cynic because I've been to school twice and it worked out the second time, but the first time that was a rough 3 years, I felt. And to be honest, I pretty much vow when I have kids, I'm not gonna let them waste their time at school for something that I'm not gonna let them waste their time at school.
Not gonna let them.
See,
What about them
I'm
as
say
a
now I
person of
understand
creative?
a little more about what Kyle was saying with you saying that. So this
Mhm.
reminds me of like when I went to school, and originally I went for biochemistry, and then very early on I was like, fuck that. And I changed my major to psychology. And my dad was so mad. And he was like, yo, he eventually said something about like, yeah, you're gonna end up owning a gas station or something like that. And I don't know why that pissed me off back in the day. There's a lot of money in that. But but I remember
You
hearing
just said no.
that made me so mad. And I went in on him. I was like, okay, you're gonna talk about my college degree. Let's talk about your high school. Like, I got so mad.
Yeah, well, he ain't gonna be able to say that to me because I'm gonna be successful. He's gonna be living in a nice ass house. And so look,
and that's what it comes
I'm
down
just
to.
saying.
But like, what if your kid is like, yo, I mean, like, there are other routes to being a chef than going into hospitality and tourism management. But what if like they're like, yo, this is what I want to do. I feel like this is my first step to where
if you
I
want to be a chef, go to
chef?
culinary school.
Go
to culinary school.
I mean, but that's great, but you don't learn anything about like hospitality and running an establishment in culinary school.
But you're a chef. You don't need to do that.
If you want to open a business, then you can go to business school.
Yeah, but I'm just not going to have them
if you want to be a
time.
chef, if that's like your primary goal, then you should.
If my son is like, I want to be an artist, he's going to go to school for like, I don't know what they call it, artistry or something. I don't know. I'm like, no, because unless you're gonna pay for it yourself, like, I'm sorry, but no.
I'm gonna be like,
because
low key, you like a few YouTube tutorials away from your dreams, to be honest. Like,
exactly. You gotta keep it popping. You gotta start from a young age. Like,
I have a question though. What if it's you? There was the point of like, well, if they want to be a chef, they should go to culinary school.
Yeah.
Right. Why? What if your son, as the example was, wants to be an artist? Why not go to art school? Not say like a liberal arts school or like a main stage university, but like a school for the arts. Still no?
It's so tough.
It's definitely hard.
Yeah.
Like I guess my kid I would have to see the
Yeah, I mean, it's not like my kid is applying
If
to
he's
art
coming up here
school,
with-
having
with
never brought
stick
anything home to
drawings,
put on
you'd
the
be like,
fridge.
"Oh, no, art
It's
school."
like, if there hasn't been anything in the fridge, I don't think we're going to art school.
Bitch, I'm his first entrance exam.
My man's bring you a stick figure sculpture like, Dad, this will getting us out the hood. He's like, this is the one.
You mean out your hoodie? Like, that's it.
Pretty smooth.
Thank you. I'm pretty good at the dad thing. So, I felt like you develop it once you have kids, but I've been working on it.
Yeah, it's low key the thing. Sometimes I'll end up in those situations where somebody be like, "That's such a dad joke," and I'm like, "Maybe I am ready."
I'm gonna wait for my kid to say, "You got? Can we get McDonald's?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, here it comes." I'm like, "You got some McDonald's money?" I will know I am exactly a true dad at that moment. But back to what we were talking about. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be wasted because especially like for me, like I had to pay for school. Like I didn't have any help myself, and now I have all this debt. When my son has it, I'm gonna have to pay for it. I ain't looking forward to that, to be honest. But
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It sounded like you were just assuming all of your son's debt.
I am gonna have to pay for his school.
Why?
Because I will have money, and so will our family.
Yeah,
that is how it works.
Student loans don't favor those who can get 2 toppings on their pizzas.
Exactly. I can at least get 3. So. I mean, look, it's just I look at
afford the Supreme.
Exactly, boy. Like maybe 2, but no, I'm thinking like me and Brandy. We'll be doing well enough to where we will have to pay for our sons or daughters' schooling, and I will also 2 reasons. I don't want them to waste their time on something that they really don't need to go to school for. And 2, I don't want to pay for something that, won't really produce anything. I don't want them to feel the same way I felt coming out of school first time.
What if,
a lot of pressure.
But then again, like going back to what Kyle said, like what if their passions don't really, like what if their definition of success does not equal the same as yours? Like for you feel that money is success. What if your kid does not feel that? What if they feel that world experience is success and they go about their own route to achieve
then they can
that?
travel the world. But
if they want help building a van traveling around the world with, that's
exactly. If that's what they feel is like success, go for it. Travel around the world, but you ain't got to go to school for that. And if you do feel that you need to go to school for that, you need to be able to afford to go around the world. And that comes back to my original point, which is you need money to afford your dreams. All right?
There's other ways to make money aside from going to school.
I think that money is part of it. I think that it's also about like action and the choices that you make.
Of course, you need to make the actions to make your dreams come true.
I think the problem with the way the system is set up now is that none of us at 18 knew what we were doing.
Yeah, no.
When we went to college.
I mean, I went in undecided. Like I was a business major for 1 semester.
I feel like it really comes back down to like you have to have. I want to say generational wealth. Like your parents knowing what to do can help you decide what the best.
It's true.
Like informed decision.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of college kids will go into college. They have no idea. First generation college students, and they're just like,
that was me.
I'm here.
That was me.
That was me. I'm here.
I was inevitable. I'm about to get this bachelor's. I want to have my first kid by like 23, 24. I did not know. I did not know what I really wanted out here at all at the age of like 17, 18.
But
I mean, I took a law class and I was like, wow, I like law. Okay, let me do criminal justice.
But that's the thing, though. We all are going to be in better positions to help our kids. But I do think that you need to have a hand in like saying, like stopping them from making the same mistakes as you did. Now, of course, you want your people to make their own mistakes because that's how they learn. But at the same time, you can't have a hand in making sure that they aren't horrible mistakes. Like I can only talk for myself and maybe Jalen because he said that it was a terrible mistake. But my first decision, bad mistake. Like, and I paid for it for like 3-4 years. All right. So I can help. I can try and help them not make that mistake.
Kids are going to make mistakes, though.
True, but it ain't got to be a costly one like that. I'm going to try to make sure like, that don't happen.
Big mistakes make for big lessons.
Yeah, but the worst part is.
You want to go to art school?
But the worst part is their mistake is going to cost me so much money. Like, it's so, like, we can, I'm going to help them try to avoid it, you know, to try and help myself too. You know, like, I think that's fair, you know?
I think if your kid wants to go to art school, like, they can go to community college.
For real. Get some compositions going.
Get their gen eds. Yeah, start your portfolio, all that stuff.
Maybe I'll like volunteer to be a model.
What if they're good? Like, what if they're good though? What if people are coming? Coming to their high school and are like recruiting them. Like, hey,
then they definitely don't need to go to college.
Does that happen for art?
Then they need a scholarship. Then they need a scholarship.
You about to come to my kid's school and be like, yo, we like what you're doing out here. I'm like, oh, then put a price tag on it. What you do?
Exactly. Picasso. You know, like, but I'm just saying.
If you're good enough at it, they will give you a scholarship. Especially
I know for some people,
scholarships. I never knew that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
I know for some people, like what I'm saying might be considered harsh, but I really only mean it with the best intentions. I just don't feel that college in the way that it's done now teaches you everything you need to succeed. And there are certain majors that you can do, even if you have the greatest intentions to follow your dreams, will be a colossal waste of time and money.
True.
And will mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll add that how we define our time is up to us.
That's right.
What we define as a waste is a waste.
So y'all out there getting y'all philosophy degrees, if you really love that shit, by all means love that shit. But as Brandon,
but no, Brandon feels some type of way about it.
Just know that Brandon does not have.
I don't give a damn what you do.
Brandon does not have high hopes for your future and your student loan balance coming out of school.
Exactly. Good luck with that. You can ask Sally Mae why. You owe so much money. Like,
y'all about to be arguing what's the point of money with the wrong ones. They're gonna be having their hand out like, well, why are you trying to figure out the meaning? Just give it to us. We'll figure it out for you. I don't know shit about Dr. Oz, Kyle. I don't even know how to drop that.
I said when I said drop, I meant like from the episode.
Off your game. Like, off your game. That's the third time.
No, because I thought he was saying like drop it. I'm like, I don't know how to segue to something I don't know.
Like, drop it. I was just sort of like, I'm really enjoying this episode so far. Dr. Oz is on the agenda tonight, but we don't have to talk about it. So I'm just gonna write drop Dr. Oz.
Oh, I thought you were saying to segue into it too.
Yeah,
no, I was like, no, we don't have to.
Speaking of student loans, Dr. Oz.
Well, I just want to say I despise rich people.
So does J. Cole.
I know, you might be thinking, rich man Brand despises rich people?
I thought that was a misnomer.
I've already told you it's a misnomer. And guess what? I'm probably never going to be rich, and that's okay with me. I don't need to be rich. I don't really even want to be rich. I don't really even want to be rich, man.
Is it because more money, more problems?
No, it's because I feel like when you get too much money, you almost lose yourself. You lose who... Like, if you always thought, okay, if I had all this money, I'd do things differently. I'd be different from all these rich people. I feel like when you have all this money, you just forget who you were. Like, I think
it depends, like, how you get this money. I don't think that everybody inherently, like, if every single one of us just got $1 billion tomorrow, I can't guarantee all of us or any of us really would be different people. I might be a little different. Actually, I don't know if I would. I'm pretty
Oh, I'd
impulsive.
definitely be.
I'm pretty impulsive now. I'm just gonna be
I think I
even
would
more
dance
impulsive.
more.
I don't doubt that, Mike.
You can't judge a billionaire on his dance moves. So
Yeah.
yeah, we go be up. Question, Kyle, if you just woke up tomorrow with $1 billion in your bank account and it's yours, do you still feel the same about rich people?
I think I would if I wake up.
Good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. If I wake up tomorrow and there's $1 billion, $1 billion in my bank account, I probably would spend the first hour just sort of laying in bed, like stressing.
I'm spending my first hour laying in bed looking for the best bed I can find. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna enjoy this bed one last time before it's on to the clouds.
Sleep number here I come.
Sleep number here I come.
I don't know if I would feel different about rich people. I feel like I would, if I had $1 billion, I would like to think that I would not have $1 billion by, the end of the day.
So next time somebody yell, "Eat the rich," you gonna take that personally here?
How dare you, sir?
Well, if you're a billionaire for a day, you were the rich, but you're not anymore.
Why do you think you'd only have it for the rest of the day?
Are you saying? Yeah,
I
are you
wonder
saying you're
how
spending
easy
all
or
$1 billion
difficult it is
that
to
day?
spend $1 billion
No,
in a day.
I
That
don't
seems
think
like a very bad financial choice.
Very hard.
I don't think that I would be able to spend it all in a day. Well, but I do think what I could do is take a sum of it that is like not. That's like I don't know, like not a exorbitant sum, and set it aside as money that would just kind of accumulate interest and I could live off of. And then I feel like I could just give the rest of it away.
To your boys and your family and friends.
I mean, I think we could start there, but I think that I'd probably also want to go to give to some larger causes. If I have $1 billion, right, what can I do for world hunger, right? Like you can do a lot with $1 billion.
I'm gonna go to Michigan State and be like, yo, y'all want this money so bad, y'all gotta make a statue of me making it rain on Sparty. That's the only way you get a dime.
I feel like they don't need your money.
They calling me every year like they do, so I don't know.
I guess that's a fair point.
Wow, look at Kyle. He's like, I would solve world hunger.
Yeah, I'm most definitely getting a new bed first.
Oh, I'm getting some new shit, man, for real. It's about to be crazy. But I'm not gonna spend all of it. I'm gonna make sure my people are good. I'd give y'all some money. I just want y'all to know that I would.
I'm definitely taking $100,000 or something and doing something. I'm gonna take $100,000 and give a few different people $10,000 to fund their adventure to solve my scavenger hunt to find this 100,000 just for my amusement, because I can just do that.
That seems whack as fuck.
Well, I think that's fun. I think
that's trash.
I think the idea of a scavenger hunt is so fun.
That's like you saying, "Dance, monkey, dance."
Dance
for my amusement.
I might pay for them to remake that last season of Game of Thrones because we just got to run that back. Speaking of which, did any of y'all see House of Dragons?
Did you watch? Yeah.
Oh well, Brandon, I know you
sure did.
No.
I also did not.
It was. How did you feel about it, Jalen?
It was very reminiscent of.
Yeah, it was dope. My critique: not enough death. Give me more.
And it went straight into it, straight into the conflict.
Straight into conflict. There was I remember reading an article saying the first
political conflict.
There was so much sex in that episode, and I'm like, what is HBO's deal with all the sex in their shows?
They always
bro. I'm over here like, this shit is crazy. Oh my god, I've been watching Westworld. That right there is prime television.
Good.
I rock with
That's a good show.
Westworld heavy, and I've been watching Demon Slayer. That's not like HBO specific, but I've been on that. That's dope. That's all the shows I've been watching, really. Every now and again, I turn on Drake and Josh.
What the fuck?
Very, very, very random. But yeah, I've been watching a little. I don't know. Rachel, like me and Rachel was like, "Oh shit, it's on Hulu," and I was like, "I haven't seen Drake and Josh in a while," so I turned it on. And yeah, it's just a really easy show to just have on, like that. And that, oh my god, Nasty Classified School Survival Guide holds up in my book. I still rock with that show.
This man over here watching Drake and Josh, unironically. that's pretty wild.
They're not friends.
Nope, not at all. Drake is actually like kind of
seen the theme song.
I'm not about to sing the theme song.
Do it.
No, what I was gonna say is that Drake, Bell, and Brandon's favorite artist Drake kind of got a few things in common.
What do you mean?
They like the youngins.
Oh no, baby.
They allegedly like the youngins.
Allegedly.
Here on the Everything and Nothing podcast, we are not one thing we are not a fan of is lawsuits. So y'all are allegedly into the youngins. And that's
okay. I don't say nothing about that. They gonna have to sue 1/4 of the podcast.
They can't.
Maybe
I use the word
2/4.
I use the word allegedly. They can't say nothing about me.
I mean, you said it the first time.
And then I corrected it with
that part
allegedly.
Out? You gonna take that part out of the podcast?
No, I'm gonna just edit in the word allegedly.
Allegedly.
In the Siri voice.
Oh Lord.
They allegedly like the youngins. That sounds like a please leave a voicemail for Michael Hawkins.
You mean how you be introducing us?
I haven't done that in a long time, so I'm gonna need you to shut up, bro.
Been like 3
you did it.
It's been like 3 episodes.
You did it last episode.
I didn't do. Maybe I think for one of them I might have. Talk to me different.
Yeah.
I ain't out here every week like Brandon.
I don't have to talk to you different. I got $1,000 too.
I don't have to talk to you different. I'm like, throw that my way real quick.
I don't have $1,000. Life is tough.
You hear that, Joe Biden? These are the people you gotta save tomorrow, or these are the people you gotta save last week.
My man counsels student loan complete. I'm gonna be looking at him like he's Superman. He'll save my life.
And wouldn't this only apply for federal loans? So if you took out any personal loans for school, they're gonna be like
me.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, yo, congratulations for getting that 10 off." So that 5% interest, they've been racking.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you this right now. I actually just had to start paying for my private loans this month. I'm paying like $300 a month. So even if you were to cancel all student loans, I'd still owe about 40. And so I ain't getting away from that one. And it is what it is, So I could still use that though if he decides to cancel all that.
So only one thing can happen. Which would you choose? The cancellation of student loans or the upholding of Black History Month?
I've been seeing those videos.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
So what's going on? Like only one of these things can happen. Either we uphold Black History Month or we forgive student loans.
I don't want to say this on air.
I think that says enough.
If anyone comes at me crazy, just know I never made a decision. Right? So
I allegedly chose student loans.
Allegedly.
I mean, it wouldn't be wild if Biden literally got up on this podium.
I'll forgive it all right now if y'all let me get rid of Black History.
I'm tired of y'all talking about this stuff every February.
Guarantee you, there'd be a lot of Black people that's like, well,
I mean, I ain't making no money off of February.
Damn, Brandon. Damn. Just full mask off capitalist. Full mask off capitalist.
It was me all along. I wasn't saying that was me. I was saying like so black people might say that just for the listeners at home.
That wasn't me. That was just
a theoretical person.
That was just a raw idea
you know?
from my mind. I had no control.
Exactly. You know, like,
That could have been anybody.
It really could have been some nameless person. But like Biden goes into the podium, he's like, I'm tired of you people talking about.
He definitely can't start it. He definitely can't start it like that. He has to start it with the cancellation of student loans. Because if it starts off, I'm tired of black people and Black History Month.
in August.
I already tried to get rid of y'all earlier in my career. This time I have you choose.
Like, so pick one. Your financial freedom or Black History Month. The history of your freedom. Which goes?
Damn. I'll be like, whew,
I'll be over here like shit in November. You do.
You'd be like, checkmate, blackies.
Black. Mic drop.
Oh. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll be like, man's an evil genius.
No, like, man, he got elected. He didn't even have to do all that. He got elected.
He already won.
Exactly. Like, why are you doing that? Well, you know,
you 2 years into your victory. This is how you choose.
I don't think he's getting reelected for it, though.
Oh,
to be
no.
honest.
No.
Think he'll run?
Huh?
Do you think he'll run?
After saying that, I don't think he would.
I don't even.
Yeah, not in that universe.
Yeah, no, because honestly, at that point, that's like, I don't know how much money goes into campaigns. I assume billions, but that would be billions wasted.
He's gonna run on just the fact that I cancel student loans and never talk about anything he talked about that day.
A few Trump supporters gonna be like, you know, Joe Biden, not a bad guy.
So let's go Biden.
Like maybe he might be a real American. Who knows?
Let's go Biden. Yeah. Do I think he'll run again? Yeah, and I kind of hate that, to be honest, because I definitely don't want him to be president again. I mean, okay, he's done some stuff. I can't lie. He's done some stuff, like in the last recently.
Yeah, that's like he's had like a good last 2 months. Like
I don't know, because recently there's all this like unprecedented bill on inflation, unprecedented climate action, but like this unprecedented climate action is like, oh well, if we give some money to the solar folks and we give some money to the wind folks, we gotta give some money to the oil and gas folks too.
Oh,
and like, and it's sort of like, if this is what we can, if this is the best we can do, we need to strive a little higher.
Okay, you'll have to clarify this for me, Kyle. I heard that like BP is trying to get out of the oil and gas, and they're trying to do like, you know, air, stuff like that.
I mean, 100%.
And people are mad because like they're trying to get out of this, even though they cause a lot of trouble.
It's like, bro, you think we about to forget that gas spill some years ago? You can't just run from this.
Change the business model.
At the same time, I'm like, I mean, they're still gonna produce good things, like, you know, like.
Yeah, and then it becomes an institution with a dark history.
I mean,
welcome to America.
So,
to be fair, though, we do gotta change some shit like fast because it ain't looking good for our grandkids. I can tell you that much.
Grandkids, it's not looking good for our kids.
Yeah, you're right. We are very much accelerating to the point where, like, even like our parents, like they had it good and they like kind of blew up the planet, and we are.
No, imagine living in like the 70s when none of this was a concern.
Yeah, we kind of really accelerated this planet's demise. Like
70s, people were. That's when the EPA got founded.
Wait,
Got
really?
what?
In the 70s?
Yeah, the Environmental Protection Agency. Yeah, it was
They ain't
originally
doing their damn job. Like, because
They ain't
they
been
protected
protecting
nothing.
shit for the last 52 years.
I mean, they got when at the time they got rid of acid rain, but a lot of their power has been stripped away over time.
Which is crazy. If you
Especially
can
now with,
get
like,
rid of
recent Supreme
something
Court
that is
cases.
acid rain, we need you. You-
Yeah.
Oh man, we was out here suffering before you. Like, thank
good
God you
old
came
America.
along.
We love taking money from the things that matter. That's like, and putting it into guns and cops. Like, don't forget the military, because we need that. Like, we need that. But teachers, nah, we don't need that.
You don't need
It's
an
fine.
education to shoot a gun. You just need to be able
Really?
to count your number of rounds. Once you
Really?
got that,
What
you're
I've found-
good.
In Florida, you can now, if you're a member of the military, like a veteran, or the spouse of a member of the military or a veteran, you can now legally teach in the state of Florida
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Huh?
without a teaching
There's no
certificate.
what?
Teach what?
Yeah, what do you know?
Why is it the spouse of someone? Like,
Right?
you just have like
Odd.
the teaching ability
No,
because your
imagine
spouse
that
is
it's
a
like
soldier?
some woman or some man in Florida is like, man, I just don't have a way out here. They just marry somebody in the military, like, cool. So I got that, so I can go teach at this high school real quick. And it's like, bro, who are you? What have you done? I'm like, I have,
An
I got my
agent of the
GED.
state.
Well, why do we in America? I think what it really boils down to is we love to take money away from things that don't provide immediate results. So, like, for teaching, it's like we take money away from that because the results of that teaching isn't figured out until like the kids grow up, or like the EPA. Hey, everything's fine. We're making a lot more money with gas and oil anyway. Let's just take money away from them, because they ain't using it. Like, research. What do you need that for? How about we worry about what's happening right now? Like, I just like how are we this far? Like, I mean, it's so.
Did I send you guys that TikTok with that Mark dude and he's a scientist?
I don't
Did I
think
send
Oh
that to you guys?
yeah.
Maybe it did.
And it's like, oh yeah, we knew this. We've been saying this forever.
Yeah.
Like,
you didn't read this one in 1992 when we told you
yeah.
that?
It's like, now we got enough stuff for all of our family members because we knew this is gonna happen. And like, but I don't know, man. It's just nuts to me, man. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, even like, I mean, like, we want to have kids and stuff. They might not even have drinking water. Like, but they,
Bro, we barely got drinking water now. They definitely running out in
I
Arizona.
mean, you're living in the desert.
Bro, I heard that, one, I didn't know we were getting water from the Colorado River. Two, we got a shitload of that cut off recently. So I don't really know.
Oh yeah, it's running low. Lake Mead is running low.
Yeah, it's running low.
I know you hate Michigan, but I'm gonna be honest, that's the place to be. Like,
that's the place to be for now. Like, while we're running out of water in some places, as those sea levels rise, eventually Michigan's going to start feeling that effect too. I don't know when, probably a little later than when we run out of water, but moving to Michigan is kind of just prolonging the problem. We're fucked no matter where I go.
I mean,
we got fresh water.
biggest watering hole on earth. If it's the apocalypse, where's the water at?
Bro, if it's an apocalypse, I'm not worried about water. I'm done. I'm done. I've done my time.
You don't think that you would just survive?
I feel like what? Like, what am I surviving for in an apocalypse, really?
Survival.
Comes down to the
Surviving
zombie
for the
thing.
sake of survival.
For after?
Yeah.
For after?
After what?
Right,
It depends
after
on
what?
it depends on what kind of apocalypse.
Yeah, it depends.
it is.
What is the apocalypse?
Yes.
Is it an apocalypse, or is it a crisis moment?
I always
Right,
picture
what
an
is it?
apocalypse to be like things only go downhill from here.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Walking Dead kind of scenario. Like, they really fighting to live for what? I'm sorry. Like,
Bro.
I don't want to get eaten alive by zombies.
Yeah,
so I'm probably going to take
a
myself out
zombie
the game.
apocalypse
But,
specifically. I'm like,
there ain't no way I'm fighting this hard just to what?
I have
live off the ground?
I have made it very clear to many people. If we get news that a zombie apocalypse has begun, I will be with my party of people and I will let them know at the moment that I know that my stress is overwhelming because of zombies, you're losing me. Like, you're flat out losing me because I don't have the motivation to continue in this. I'm
Hell
doing
no.
like,
Might try and live a little bit to see if they can fix it, but I mean, if it's becoming a problem, like it's like this is getting out of hand. Oh no, it's over. Like, I'm gonna sit down in the corner and fold my arms like I'm a Taliban. I don't want to play against this game anymore. like
I'm done with this
game. For real. I'm just saying, man. I'm really surprised just by the state of the world, you know. Like, we got people killing people, we got people killing kids, we got the world trying to kill us because we're trying to kill it. Like, you know, like it's tough.
I've never heard someone say it that way, but it is kind of what's happening.
I mean, it is, right? Like, it's nuts. You know, all we do is think about now. I mean,
don't you just get the feeling something bad is going to happen again?
Oh, of course.
Like COVID was just like a little test to be like, you better cut your shit out, or we're really gonna fuck you up. And then we took it serious for a little bit, and then we were like, you know what? Nah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a slow burn.
We went right back to doing what we were doing.
You're talking about COVID and just I it's hard. Well, first of all, I want to say is us as millennials, we've been through some shit. Like, for the longest, like we've been through some shit already.
Yeah, and survived like 7 apocalypses already.
Like, we went through what, 2 recessions at this point? We went through 9/11. We went through
2012, Y2K, COVID, Bovid, monkeypox.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still in the middle of some of this shit.
Don't forget, what was that thing that was
Ebola?
Ebola, we went through that too.
Ebola.
Yeah,
the West Nile virus,
H1N1.
I mean, COVID's just
we
a long
had
line.
We had like the crazy clowns for 2 months. That
felt like that was like a whole fall season.
Bro,
you said crazy clowns.
You didn't, yeah,
crazy clowns. There's like a 3-month span where there's just videos of people dressed up as clowns, just out at night.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
Yeah,
it was a weird time. It was a weird time.
Scaring people.
We had like the murder hornets that lasted like 2.5 weeks or something.
I remember that too. We out here wiping those boys out. It's like, you ain't about to be a problem. Like, you're
like, we had no shit.
Oh yeah, mad cow disease. Like we had a bunch of shit going on in our time alone.
I don't know. I agree with you, Jalen. I have like a feeling like I don't want to be that guy, but I do like feel like
it's a bad feeling.
Like, this ain't the end. COVID is not the end. It's not the end. Something else is gonna happen.
We about to get COVID-19 too. I'm telling you, they're allegedly working on it.
The sequel.
I mean, it would be COVID like 22.
No, COVID-19 too. 19-2. Revenge of the Germs.
Revenge of the Germs. I don't know, man. It's just like the seasons are changing. Like, it's becoming hot, colder at random times. Like, nothing makes sense anymore with like the seasons.
That was like always Michigan though. But like, yeah,
no, it's definitely changed.
It's August.
Yeah.
Okay. It's changed. It's like I said, since I've been in Texas, every summer it's gotten hotter, every winter it's gotten colder and more snow. Usually in August, it's like 100 degrees. It's been raining.
Bro, it's been raining so much in Arizona this year.
Hey, good for y'all. I think I read a report, and I don't know if this is true or not, you know, because you just read some whole internet, that it's like not even safe to drink rainwater anymore. It's like, what? Like,
I remember when I was
really-
a kid, I got wait, no, what state was that? I remember learning in some state it's illegal to drink rainwater. I don't remember what state that was though.
I
what
mean,
you gonna do? You run out and be like, what you gonna do about it?
Excuse me, sir. I noticed your mouth was open in the rain. What you doing over there?
I'm drinking this rainwater. I'm
Oh,
thirsty.
like, oh, this is a madman. Book him.
Book 'em.
pretty sure it's about collecting rainwater. Most,
Oh,
Eyes collected.
yeah.
Why can't you
our
collect
seat's
rainwater?
funnier.
I think I don't know. Maybe it's just like the state trying to enforce the water cycle.
It's because they can't tax you on it. That's what it is.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just, yeah. I mean, the weather has been nuts over the last couple of years, and like it's been noticeably nuts. Like like it's been noticeable changes, like within the last like 5-6 years. I would say,
I would concur with this.
yeah, like the last
I
5 or
agree.
6 years, I feel like weather has been like way different than it usually is. It's been getting different and more intense within the last 5 to 6 years. So I don't know. I'm
When
just
it
trying to
rains,
live
it
my life,
rains,
but
so.
we'll see if I get to the end of my life one day.
You will
I'm
get
not
there.
even
You
sure.
will get
Guarantee
there.
you will get
I guess
there.
you're right. I guess what I meant was like if I get to old age, we'll see what happens. But I feel like Mother Nature is really telling us, hey,
I'm
you're running out.
I'm about tired of y'all.
about done. Yeah.
I'm sick of y'all in this, man. Like y'all doing too much. It's time. It might be time.
She's like, we need to
Exactly.
reset.
You are a couple of years behind in the rent. It might be time to eject your ass out of here. Like, I'm just saying, man. I'm not that guy that's like, Mother Nature, and like I'm not that kind of person, but I think anyone would be stupid to not notice these changes.
Bro,
that
like
have been
people who
happening.
notice a colder winter and be like, see, how can you say global warming's real? It's cold. And it's like bro,
I hate
it's
when people say
fucking
that shit.
February. It's always cold. Like, it's always cold at this time. Like,
Yeah, but we'll see what happens then.
yeah.
I'm just along for the ride.
It'll be what it be. Yeah, I feel like every day we are making this world less conducive to having kids and grandkids and things like that.
It's true. I make that decision in a couple of years, and I'm like, it's tough out here.
I wonder if Dr. Oz can save us.
I don't
Probably
think so.
not. He ain't even a real doctor, right?
Yeah, is
I
he a
think
real doctor?
He went to. I don't know if he's a real doctor or not, but I know that he played a doctor on TV and did a lot of like, this is the magic pill for your X problem. It's insert 16-letter word. Insert 19-letter word. Hyphen 4-letter word. Like it, and he went to they brought him before Congress at one point and were like, do you believe that there's a magic pill out there? And he was like essentially like, no.
Allegedly.
And I don't know.
No, but don't tell my viewers that.
So
The
he was
only
like, does
reason-
my answer stay in this room? He was like, fuck no.
Yeah,
You think Hamtacatafil is real? No. Like,
the only reason I put Dr. Oz on there today was because in his race against John Fetterman, what I've been seeing has been people saying like that John Fetterman's team is like out memeing Oz like by like leaps and bounds. Like that it's almost like so there's a lot the online portions of John Fetterman's campaign are like, this is a joke. Like the fact that we have this guy from New Jersey who doesn't even live here in Pennsylvania running for Senate.
My man said, "How y'all let me run it down here? I'm not even from around here."
But also it's Dr. Oz.
Ay. Since I made a Drake reference, I wanna talk music for a quick second. I went back and listened to Logic's album again, and it was so much better than the last time.
So good.
Such a
that
great
was
album.
So good.
That was I'm very proud of Logic for that album. That was such a good album.
I've been saying it this whole time, man. That album's so good.
Yeah, that was a really, really, really good one. Other than that, who else dropping or has dropped?
I did listen to your album of the year, Mike.
More Black Superheroes. Oh, that's my fucking shit.
It is a fantastic album. It is good.
What was that last song, Anthony, where he was talking about his dad? Oh my god, that was such a great song.
Yeah, it was.
I gotta listen to that album again now, just because you mentioned it.
I might have to listen to it too.
I thought you did. It said you did on my Apple Music.
I started, and I just never. I think
okay.
I was busy with some.
There's only one song from this album I don't have.
I've been listening to Give or Take,
and I don't know why I don't have it. I like that song. Okay, now I have every song. Give Ya. Yeah, me and Rachel listened to that like 2-3 weekends ago, and like we just like coasted through it, and I'm like, fuck, that album went by so fast, but that was like so refreshing.
Yeah,
like that was such a good album too.
My man's put his whole foot in that album. And I'm like, how you doing twice, Giveon?
How you doing?
The album just kept getting better and better every time.
Panic at the Disco dropped their album. I like that album just as much as I thought I would. It's definitely no album of the year contender, but I definitely want to go see Panic at the Disco live again because I think that album will be fantastic live.
I
see Kendrick in like 2 weeks. That's nuts.
Oh, you're seeing Kendrick?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would have, but I had to go to Chicago.
I want to go see West Side Boogie too, but me and Rachel are trying to save for this Michigan trip, so going to see him doesn't really make any sense. Which makes me so sad because I don't know if I rock with that album as much live, but I want to hear it.
I know King Trinala is coming to Detroit. Me and Brandy are thinking about going.
Apparently, one of my friends in Colorado just saw K Trinata. He like showed up at a weekend concert, and apparently his set was like really dope. But it was like in a regular seated place, so it's not like you could really dance or anything. I was like, I feel like that's a whole element of his concert that's missing, man. But if it's a vibe, it's a vibe.
Man. My feet be hurting at some points. I went to
I want to
sit down.
I want the option to sit down.
Chair is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an option. When I went to Mac Ayres concert, it was just like all standing, and he was late, like real late, and it kind of really ruined it for me because I was like, you were supposed to be better than that, Mac. But it was a really good album. It was a really good set. Except he did like a second one after he was done, and I was like, my feet are so bad, and you were so late. I'm actually good. Like if we left,
that reminds me when I saw Lena Baraz, and I'm like, all right, this was a great concert. And she leaves the stage, and I'm like, all right, let's go. And then she comes back out for an encore. Yep. I'm like, I mean, all right,
I'm good.
I'm like, I'll stay because like, what are you performing? And then she got up there, started singing. I'm like, of all the songs you've ever made, you somehow pick one of the very few that I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going to go to the Giveon concert in Dallas, but I heard bad things about his last album's concert.
That video I sent
I was like, I don't know.
I mean, on Facebook, brother.
That was bad. It just
he responded. He responded to that. He said he got the wrong mic.
Yeah, he just said.
But it was funny as well.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I don't know what to say.
It was bad.
Oh my god! So like, it was. I think it was. Was that at like the Omarion versus whoever thing. I don't even remember who that was. Mario.
I don't
Either way,
remember.
my man's performed Heartbreak Anniversary, and it was terrible. The first thing I did the second I heard it, I tagged, I think it was both Brandon and Jalen, if not just Brandon. I was like, this is your chosen one?
No, it was both of us.
My man.
That was bad for him.
Do you ever think of me? Happy anniversary.
It was like, yeah.
Damn.
His mic was messed up. It was like an auto tune.
Bro, he was messed up.
They gave he said they gave him the wrong tone.
Yeah.
So what
microphone
I hear
was
is
up.
I don't have a natural singing voice. It was my auto tune that made me great the entire time,
Man,
and they did not give me the right auto tune.
Let me tell you this right now. Why do people care?
I don't.
Like exactly, like they're like, oh, he can't really sing. What does it matter?
Yeah,
You
I was like,
listen
you gonna buy
to
the album?
work.
You gonna download the album? It don't really
Exactly.
matter.
You listen to his album work. It don't matter if he can or cannot sing, as long as he sounds somewhat near the album when you go to see his concert. That's all that should matter.
Bro, my man sounded like he was devastatingly crying and singing at the same time, and it was great. That was one of the most legendary performances I've ever seen. It was for all the wrong reasons, but it was so great. Oh
Y'all
man.
doing them dirty. Y'all doing them dirty.
Oh man, before we go, Brandon, that TikTok I sent you about when David killed Goliath.
Oh yeah, that was great.
He tried to tell I'm really that big.
Oh man.
Oh man, that was a
good.
random fact. But we can go ahead and close this one out. I don't know how long we've been doing this. I said we were gonna do a short episode today, and here we are just vibing. Technically, this was another By Our Coattails episode.
Don't tell him that. You did not need to tell him that.
Well, now y'all know,
We
folks.
coulda-
Fully transparent. I'm sorry that I'm being honest with our millions. We didn't get this far by lying to people. We didn't get these 1,000 downloads by lying, even though we do have an episode called Everything and Nothing But Liars. But that was a one-time deal. Actually, we lied like 3 weeks in a row where we said we were gonna be better, but we're better.
Like this episode.
Man, we are lying. But you know what we don't lie about? The fact that we love and appreciate y'all dearly. Kyle, Brandon, Jalen, do y'all have anything to add before we go?
Let's hope for the best last week, people. Let's hope for the best last week.
Best last week.
Yeah.
I need some good news. I really need some good news with that, because I'm gonna cry if that man is like, yeah, y'all have to start paying in September. Like,
It's like actually the due date is August 25th. We pushed it up. I'll forgive like $20 each. Like
$20 each. Oh no, baby. Oh no. That's all I got.
Kyle, Jayla, do you have any further additions before we close this episode?
I just want to thank everybody for listening. And like Brandon said, I'm hoping Biden does the right thing. See,
Do the right thing, Biden, but not at the cost of Black History Month. Kyle, do you have any further additions to give?
Yeah, I guess I would be horrified if last week Biden just canceled all future Black History Months
I mean,
in favor of student loans.
No debt, though. No student debt, anyway.
You know, if they did that, I think Black people would be even more into Black History Month. They'd be like, "This is definitely our month
Right, it's
now."
like August is
It'd
the
be
new
like
Black
party all
History
February.
Month.
Either way, yeah, thanks for listening, and I don't know. Have a good rest of your day.
Have a good rest of your day. Have a good Wednesday last week with the great news. Bring the beat in. As you see, I ain't have anything to add to this conversation. I've said plenty today. Thank y'all for tuning into the Everything and Nothing podcast starring your boys. You got me. You got Brandon. You got Kyle. You got Jalen. What more could you ever ask for? In a perfect world,
We will be reconvening in a week to talk about the money we save. Brandon, play me out.